Our argument herein is that Enugu governorship election, Nasarawa governorship election, and Nkanu East State constituency election presented similar facts. Yet, the Enugu Governorship Tribunal gave a different judgment from what was correctly held by the Nasarawa Governorship Tribunal and the Tribunal in Kano East State constituency election petition. Like we said earlier, the Tribunal in Enugu jettisoned the provisions of Section 137 of the Electoral Act 2022, which provides that where there is original or certified true copy of a document before the court or tribunal that can establish non-compliance, and it is shown that the said non-compliance is manifest on the face of that document, parties are not required further to adduce oral evidence in proof of their cases. Simple, by the virtue of the fact that beavers, evidence from beavers is authentic, true, certified. You don't even need an oral evidence. Again, that's what the law says. The tribunal in Enugu insisted on calling of oral witness in support of tender documentary evidence, in spite of the clear provisions of Section 137 of the Electoral Act. However, in contrast, the tribunal in Nasarawa, in line with the provisions of Section 137 of the Electoral Act 2022, rightly relied on the documentary evidence contained in the CTC of the printout of the viewers to cancel the votes in Gadawa Ward, Nasarawa Egon Ward, Shege Ward, and Sabongari, and in other wards where over voting took place, without necessarily insisting that oral witnesses be adduced in support of the tender documentary evidence. The documentary evidence supersedes, overrides the oral evidence. That was what led to the judgment in Nasarawa. That was what led to the judgment in Enugu East State constituency. But coming to the governorship election, they refused to accept the CTC of the beavers, rather accepting the oral evidence against the Section 137 of the Electoral Act of 2022. Finally, on the issue of Mba's NYC discharge certificate saga, the purported issuer of the forged certificate, through a subpoena issued by the Enugu Tribunal, appeared before it to testify that the NYC discharge certificate Governor Peter Mba submitted to INEC was not issued by them. It was not issued by them. Sadly, for some strange reasons, the tribunal thereafter discountenanced the evidence of the Director of Core Certification of the NYC, who came to testify at the tribunal. That testimony, without much ado, fulfills the requirements of the law on proof of forgery, and should have indeed proved the case of the petitioner. But Justice Akano-led panel glibly dismissed the pivotal evidence of a key witness it invited to testify before it. It was the tribunal that invited the NYC. And the NYC came, the director of the certification came and said that the certificate you are presenting did not come from us. And for reasons best known to you, you discountenanced the evidence of the person you invited. And that is what we have, that is where we are today. Gentlemen of the press, we, therefore, against the above background, appeal to you to stand with us at this auspicious time as we continue to call on the judiciary to ensure that justice prevails always. If we allow the injustice perpetrated in Enugu by both the INEC and the Election Tribunal, sitting as the court of first instance, to stand. Tomorrow, the consequences for us all may be there. Thank you, even as we continue to count on the usual partnership of the media in the defense of our democracy, the freedom of our people, and the enthronement of justice in our nation. Thank you so much one more time.